Hi, today I wanted to go over why it might be to your benefit to waive or to give up your DMV license refusal hearing in New York State. Hi, why don't you come on over? My name is Larry Newman. I'm an attorney located in Ithaca, New York, and practice concentrates on DWI defense. Today I want to go over why you might want to waive your hearing on a DWI refusal case. In other words, waive means you're going to give it up. You're going to send in a waiver notice and state, I don't want this hearing, just find me guilty of refusing and revoke my license for a year. And you say, wow, what instance would you want to do that in? Well, I'll give you a couple of for instances. Number one is if you have an out-of-state driver's license and your home state is not going to do anything with the New York refusal and you don't plan on driving in New York for a long time or ever, then you probably want to start the process early and get the clock ticking, get that 1 year ticking, because if you keep putting off the hearings or not showing up to the hearings, they can go on 4, 5, 6 months, and then you might have 2 revocation periods. You'll have the revocation period from the criminal case on top of now a revocation period on your refusal part of your case. So you can have an administrative revocation and the criminal case revocation, and they may not run, as they say, concurrently. They may not run on top of each other. They may run next to one another. So I'll give you an example. I have a guy now, second example, he doesn't have an out-of-state driver's license. We already negotiated, we already got his DWI knocked down to a DWI, ability impaired. So we had the suspension on that, and now he's already gone through and got a conditional driver's license, but he still wants to contest. His choice, not my choice, wants to contest the refusal hearing, stating that, well, I don't really think that I refused the test. For a bunch of different reasons. He has medical problems, and he goes, well, I think that they should have helped me with my medical problems and not made me take this test. So he wants to make that, but the problem is they keep putting off the refusal hearing with the DMV. It's already been 7, 8 months. So let's just think about it. Forget about the legal part. Think about right and wrong, because sometimes you say, well, you know, I'm principled and I want to be right. I want to be, you know, this is the right thing to do. But meanwhile, we could have already had 7 or 8 months on a 1 year revocation of his license. It would have been almost over. It would have been almost over. So he could have already been serving out all that time, but he chose not to do that. So now we're going to go back and we're going to fight that. Whether we're going to win or not based on his medical problems, I don't know. It's up to the administrative law judge whether he doesn't think that that was a true refusal because of his medical problems. But from a practical basis, it might have been best for him, as I advised, to say, listen, I don't even care about that. We're already done with the criminal case. We already got the lower level violation. Let this revocation period start to run. Why would I want to have that hanging over my head when I can already get some credit for time that's spending, because the time that's going by now isn't even going to count. So when we finally get to that revocation time period, that's going to start a whole brand new clock for 1 whole year. So those are 2 instances: out-of-state driver's license that wouldn't have been affected, and somebody that's already pled out their case or dealt with their underlying criminal case and already have a DWI. Maybe they want to already start playing out the revocation. Remember, the revocation hearing is to see whether you truly refused to take a chemical test, whether blood or breath. If they find that and it's a low level of proof, it's not beyond a reasonable doubt, you know, it's a civil hearing, basically, it's administrative. So in those types of cases, I sometimes advise people to waive the hearing and say, you know what, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense in those particular situations from a practical basis. Let's be common sense about it and state, hey, listen, you know what, this would be a better thing to do for you, because now we're going to run things concurrently instead of consecutively. We don't have all these other things hanging over us. If you have questions about your DWI case in the Upstate region of New York State, these are the types of cases that I handle. You can either give me a call, you can send me an email. I'll be more than happy to discuss it with you. And thanks for watching this video.